We're with Fabian Stocek, the DartmouthSports.com Male Athlete of the Week. Fabian finished first in the Classic Sprint races this past weekend and second in the 10K Freestyle at the St. Lawrence Carnival, first one of the year. First, talk us through the Classic Sprint races. How many times you race, how much time you have between them to be able to win the race?
The Classic Sprint race, we start out at like 10 in the morning. That's where the qualifying is at first. So everyone goes off 15 seconds in about a 1.5 kilometer loop. And the day before, you kind of go through the course and see where the curves are to see where you could make up time. And then after the qualifying, actually, it was a kind of a cool thing where a lot of people decided to double pole. So usually it's a classic sprint, as you mentioned earlier, but most of the males decided to double pole, and a lot of the females actually too, which was kind of this cool new transition that's going on in cross country skiing. But anyways, after the qualifying, you have about an hour and a half to find out if you make it to the semifinals, to the quarterfinals. So the top 30 of the field move on out of the 90 that start at the beginning. After qualifying, you have to go out and warm up again for the semifinals and quarterfinals. And then in the quarterfinals, you race with 6 people in your heat, and there is 5 quarterfinals. And then out of those, the first 2 make it automatically into the semifinals, and there's a lucky loser that gets put in there according to the bib, so how they raced the first race in the morning. And then there is the next step is semifinals, so if you're lucky enough to make that, so then you're top 12 of that field, and there are 2 semifinals, and then you race those again, a lot of strategy going around that 1.5K. And then if you're in the top 3, then you make it to finals. And then that's the final race. There's 6 best men or best females throughout the whole day. They race together on the same course that they did. So this is the 4th race of their day, and they've been out on their feet for about 5 or 6 hours racing from, warming up at 9 a.m. and then racing. The last race was at 1 p.m. or so. So it's a long and demanding day. But it was a really strategic course, and a lot of people outpulled, and it's a long day.
Now, the 10K Freestyle, Dartmouth swept the podium. You had Cal DeLine won the race. You finished not too far behind him, and then Luke Brown finished 3rd. So, how does that feel going in there when you just go up to the podium and they're announcing the winners and it's all Dartmouth up there?
Yeah, it's a really exciting feeling. It hasn't happened for us for a while now. And so, it was really exciting. And then we all took pictures of it of the whole team on the podium, and seeing everyone being really happy and excited to go forth through the season. Especially with such a good beginning, our coach having a streak of winning the carnival and winning both of the individual races was really exciting. So I think he was happy for that.
After this weekend's results of winning so many races, there were 7 podiums on Saturday alone for Dartmouth from the Alpine and the Nordic as well. How do you temper expectations going forward? Obviously, you think you've got a really good team, strong team, but you also want to take this week by week. So how do you make sure you focus on the here and now?
So we don't want to rest on our pride, as they say. So perhaps this week, actually, it's really important because we'll be racing on the same courses where NCAAs will be in the middle of the March. And so we're really focusing on making sure that no one gets sick and everyone stays throughout and trains really hard. So not being like, okay, we got everything totally under control. So being really on top of our feet on all waxing and being people coming in on time and being motivated throughout. A lot of people are motivated coming from the weekend. And so going into this weekend, we're really excited to be able to preview the courses. We went there on Sunday actually already. So right after the races on Saturday, we didn't do anything on Saturday night, but rested, and at 8 a.m. in the morning woke up and went out for the races where the races will be the next day, and then spend the 4 hours there pretty much trotting around and trying to figure out how we could make the best of it for next weekend.
You mentioned that it's previewing the course this weekend. It's the UNH Carnival, and they are hosting the NCAAs. So obviously, this is going to be a little bit of an advantage for you. Mm-hmm. I mean, New Hampshire would normally have an advantage because it's their home course, but now you get a chance to see it as well. And NCAAs come March time, you're going to be back right there on those same courses and slopes.
Yeah, so it's really exciting for us. Again, we went there on Sunday already to preview the courses as much as we can, so I think we'll be doing that throughout the season, so we can get as much experience on the wave, what the course is called, out there. And this weekend it's actually the same format as the NCAAs will be, so it's a 10K and a 20K. So that in that way, it's probably like the best for us to be able to prepare for NCAAs. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend and the rest of the season, Fabian.
Thank you.